welcome to the styling segment of today. This is so exciting.
No, it really is. I get to see some luxury. It's awesome.
Awesome. So what do we have as the first designer piece that we're going to style today?
So this is a beautiful Jimmy Choo wedding shoe. I think it's called the Kenny.
Kenny, that's right.
And it's just magnificent. I absolutely love this detail that goes up the leg. And this is why it's special. I think that it could be more than just a wedding shoe.
That's awesome. So
Yeah.
tell us more. How would you, so of course you put yourself into the shoe of the bride. She's chosen this beautiful pair of shoes that she absolutely loves. And then what would you recommend? How would you prolong the lifespan of a wedding shoe? How would you style it in for different occasions maybe?
Yeah, so I mean, the shoe is the moment. It literally is the moment. I'd love to pair this shoe with a really strong suit, tailored pants, suit top, like a jacket, tailored, just because it creates that juxtaposition of the feminine and the very masculine. I love that. I also think for an office wear, you could wear some really lovely tailored trousers or linen with a crisp white shoe. Even denim would look really incredible with this, I think. And then, I mean, all of this, you know, like diamond, or let's call it studs, crystal studs. I think you could do so much with that from an accessory point of view.
How would you accessorize it? Would you stick with the same type of accessories? I see you really nicely layered and mixed pearls with chains. Would you recommend it, or would you say, okay, maybe a tennis bracelet would go nicely, or do something completely different, be a little bit more out there?
I think a tennis bracelet works beautifully with this because it is almost a similar design, but I think we can be a little bit more playful with this. It's giving us silver, it's giving us almost like a darker metal as well.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of room to play with different kinds of jewels and even different colors in I think.
I like the idea. And also because it catches the reflection of the light. And I hope we can see this on camera as well. Would you say that our ladies out there should be worried about showing their toes in an office environment, for example, if they were to
That is hilarious, because I think it's such an old school belief, and I don't think it's a matter of unprofessionalism, you know, to be showing your toes. I actually think we've come a far way from that. I work in an office every day.
Okay.
So I don't necessarily see a problem, and nobody should feel a little bit weirded out by showing toes. It's not unprofessional at all.
That's very reassuring.
Yeah, it's not, don't worry.
Okay, so now we have it styled up for the office. How would you wear it maybe on holiday?
Well, this is a very lovely holiday where I can wear shoes like that, but I think, I mean, this with either a slip dress or a kaftan kind of dress, and a big sun hat, a straw hat, you know, and a raffia bag is just everything. And I can even imagine myself with, stunning, yes, that's exactly it.
How would this go together?
I think beautifully. So obviously this detail on your straw hat as well, and I can just see this lady sipping a Aperol spritz. It would be incredible. I think they work together so well. I actually really like the silver and the gold, how it goes together.
Yeah, and it's absolutely perfectly fine nowadays to mix and match metals.
Mixing metals. I think I was very scared of doing that years ago, but I've let go of that fear now, and I do try these things.
It absolutely makes styling so much more fun and easy, doesn't it?
It does.
Great. Okay, so let's put this to one side maybe. Was there any other look that you had in mind for this one?
I really wanted to show, because I love how feminine this is against that Prada bag with the metal hardware. I think that's
the orange one.
Orange one. Here we go.
Are we in the picture on camera?
It's so rolling, must I stop each
No, it's
one?
fine.
And then we can edit.
Yeah.
Okay, you still in.
Okay.
Yeah, good.
Okay, Ruthi, now we have a new piece with
Yes.
the same pair of shoes. So maybe for a few ladies this might be a little bit out there because of the chain detail, but also the color.
Yeah.
But it was something that caught your eye immediately
Absolutely.
as soon as you saw it. So please let us know, how would you style this?
So I really love this idea of this Prada bag simply because, again, it creates that juxtaposition between the hard metal, which is very masculine, and the soft feminine finish on the shoe. So I mean, it's creating a little bit of contrast, which to me is intriguing to the eye. And that's why I absolutely love putting them together. I think it looks incredible. And look at the color against this white shoe.
It makes it pop.
It does, it absolutely does. And I also think it might be, you know, you would be showcasing this, but this would also catch attention.
Yeah.
It's beautiful, stunning together.
Amazing. And then the occasion you would wear these two together, would it be maybe on your holiday, for a night out,
Yeah.
grocery shopping?
I don't know. Not grocery shopping in these. But I do love the idea on holiday. I do love for a little cocktail party. I think a cocktail dress with this, a slip dress with this, something very plain, basic.
Yeah.
Because you want these details to shine. I think that'll be incredible.
So then if we think about styling tips, because bold pieces maybe might seem a little bit overwhelming sometimes, what would you recommend?
I would say you need to go for things that they work together. They're not fighting with each other. If the shoe was a different color, if it was a red or a green, I'd say maybe think twice about putting them together. Sometimes those conflicting colors can work together. In this case, I think stick to one of the items that you really want to showcase.
Okay, now we have sorry, I can't speak now. No, it's fine. I'll just cut it. Okay, Ruthi. Now we've moved to a different choice for the bride to be. A monoclinic in a very beautiful lace finish, and the color. Can you maybe tell us how you would classify the color? Would this go as your something blue, something different?
I definitely say, you know, it's not your typical wedding shoe. It is a little bit more of a, I mean, I've also not seen this kind of lace on a wedding shoe before, and this is why I absolutely love this one. I think for longevity, it's amazing because it's not a typical white shoe. You could dress this up with many other things. I would definitely say this is more in your family of blues, like not quite turquoise, not quite, I don't know actually.
Aqua.
Maybe, yeah, probably. Aqua is a good one. And yeah, I think there's so much versatility and wear you could get out of this, other than just your wedding day.
That's a really nice segue into my next question. How would you style this after the wedding?
Sure. I see this with the big tote bag, some shades, you know, you could, I mean, denim on this blue would also work really well with a crisp white shirt. I think you could probably do this with, you know, a beautiful jumpsuit to transition into an evening piece. Or there's so much because it's not a typical just white, you know, and these would be a statement of your outfit because of the color.
Yeah. Would you pair it with another color, or would you go for a more neutral in your outfit?
I think it's always lovely to be a little bit playful in how you style things. I would be adventurous and style it with other color, but I love the idea of styling this with a darker blue.
I like that idea. Would that be your denim? Would that be your shirt, your jersey?
I think maybe a darker blue bag.
Okay.
And you can work some other blues, and even a brown I think would, for some reason I'm catching brown against this, would look stunning.
Maybe we can see the colors together. So we have a blue bag there. If we hold those up, maybe something like this could work.
And that scarf I think is gonna look amazing.
Okay.
I think the scarf against this, beautiful.
Okay, so we have a couple of pieces now that will work really well in terms of colors. So the blue.
Yeah, so I think this darker blue almost acts as a stunning background for this blue. And then what I really want to break the blue color is, although this is a blue scarf, it's the brown, the neutrals that are coming into this color palette, and I love how they look together. I'm even thinking with my little brown.
I really like the idea. This would go so nicely.
Yeah, it's lovely. I love it. I think the brown and these like caramel neutrals against the blue just work stunningly.
I really like the idea. So Ruthi, in terms of styling, what's your one accessory that you think should be in everyone's wardrobe?
Ooh. I actually see accessories, shoes as accessories.
Okay.
To be very honest with you, I love a statement shoe. I love when a shoe brings an entire outfit together. I think if you've noticed, when you change your shoe, you change what that outfit looks like. And I see shoes as an accessory because, I mean, you can't leave home without shoes. But I also think that it elevates, it anchors an outfit.
Yeah.
If we're not talking about shoes, because shoes is a clothing item, then I'd say a twilly scarf. Or there's so much versatility.
Yeah.
You could wear it in your hair, on your neck, on your arm, against the bag. You know, I see people wearing it as belts these days as well, and I really love that idea. The other thing is probably a good statement belt.
Okay. Would you wear your belt on your pants? Would you layer it over?
So I love the idea of a belt over certain things to create, especially because I love masculine lines. I love belts to create silhouette, to create shape in an outfit. So not just your typical way of wearing a belt on your loops, on your pants, but to create dimension.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a really good tip as well. And it brings back that femininity into your outfits and into your look. Fantastic. Okay. Shall we move on to the next one, or did you have anything else?
No, I think that's fine. I wanted to put this against the blue and bring brown into it.
We'll leave it behind us so that we can still see this hopefully on camera as well.
We can talk about that.
Let's go. Ruthi, we have a quite unexpected egg shape today.
I love it. It looks like somebody's going to be playing rugby with the bag. Very sporty. I love it.
So would you take it to the rugby match?
I think there's a bunch of things we can do with this. I think it's wonderful for brunch. It's wonderful for, I'd even wear this to a cocktail evening because it's much like a clutch with some handles.
That idea.
You could dress this up and you could dress this down. And what I'm really loving, I think in my own dress sense, is that for some reason red just looks so good with everything. A bit of red in an outfit just pulls everything together. It's never conflicting with anything. It's always working so well. So this is the Prada bowling bag, and I'm just obsessed with it. I know you have one in a brown as well. And I know this comes with a longer strap to kind of do a crossbody or, it's beautiful.
Yeah. And a girl after my own heart, I always tell my husband that I need another red bag because he can never go wrong.
That's true. I think red in any wardrobe just is stunning. It works with anything. Red is, even red nails, red anything just works wonderfully.
Absolutely. So then your choices to pair this bag with were two quite different shoes.
Yes.
So a ballerina flat by Chloe and an Aggressora sandal. And I'm quite excited to see what you have in mind for this.
So I really loved taking the red from the bag and putting it on your feet with the pump or the ballerina flat. And I think it works so well together. And maybe some people would think that's a little bit, predictable, but I think it's what you're going to do on the body that matters. So the reason why I'd love to add this Gucci neck scarf with it as well is because, again, it brings the red in, but also you have that pop of green, and it works stunningly. So I mean, you could wear this on the bag, you could wear this however you'd like to wear it, around your neck, on your arm. And I just think it ties the entire look together so well.
I like that idea. And then in terms of outfit, what would you go for? Because these accessories are quite loud in themselves.
Yeah.
Would you go maximalist, full on color, brightness and prints, or would you pare it back?
I think because the bag is a moment, the shoes are a moment, the scarf is a moment, we need a little bit more of a maybe white monochrome outfit for it to work as a beautiful backdrop for all of this detail. I love a maximalist moment. I just think for all of these things, there's a lot going on and we don't need much more.
Yeah.
It speaks for itself.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So should we also look at the sandals then, how they would work with the bag?
Yeah, so I mean, I think red and this navy also is a wonderful combination, and we see it very often just because it works so well. So I think if you were wearing a base of navy, or again, just stick with the white, either way this is going to work. It's going to look stunningly.
Very versatile, isn't it?
Yes, correct.
And then again, we have a little gold moment in the heel here, and then we have the silver.
Oh, I didn't see this. This is awesome. So yes, the silverware on the heel, with the silverware on this bag. Again, just the devil is in the detail.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Awesome. Ruthi, I wanted to ask you, in your experience, when you are a little bit in a style rut and you don't know what to wear, what's your go-to solution?
I try to challenge myself to start looking at my clothing through new eyes. So if it is that I really can't think of anything, I try to use outside things that might help jig my brain on my style. So, you know, if it's a white shirt and I don't know what to do with this, maybe I'd look on Pinterest to try and get some ideas on how I could create the style with things in my wardrobe, you know. I tend to first use what's in my wardrobe before I go shopping, you know, because there are so many ways we can use what's in our wardrobes, just by rethinking it, trying to reframe how we usually wear it totally different. I think being playful and you know, discovering things in your wardrobe in a different way is what fashion is about, what style is about.
That's such a good tip, and I think one that we forget all too often with all the inspiration that is out there. Okay, we've got something quite different now, Ruthi. You've chosen the Prada bucket hat, which I'm really excited about, and then we have a Hermes loafer and a Valentino tote bag. I'm really excited to see what you had in mind.
So I think I chose these items simply because, like, I love a bucket hat, and when my hair's this big, hats don't usually fit me. So I love seeing other people in, you know, bucket hats, and this one, just the detail of the little crystals on it, I'm obsessed with it. So I think the way that I would go about styling this is that this needs to be the moment. This needs to capture everybody's eyes, and that's why I would go for very monochrome, completely black, maybe a white t-shirt, to break it a little bit. But I think I want to tie in these Hermes loafers with this, just so that the silverware is matching with the crystal detail on this bucket hat, and I just think it looks insanely good together.
I like the detail.
Yeah.
And as you said earlier, it's all in the detail, really. It's bringing it together, whether it's on your hat or
yes, it's the devil in the detail,
yeah.
the small things that make the outfit come together.
Yeah.
And that's why I've opted for this Valentino tote bag, just because, again, it's just plain. Nothing is fighting with this hat. This hat needs to be the moment. That's what I love about this.
Fantastic. And then where would you take this bag to? Would this be your everyday work bag?
Yeah, I think it works well as a work bag. It's got a lot of structure. It can hold a lot of things. It looks like it can hold a lot of weight as well. But I'd also take it on holiday because the amount of stuff that can fit in there, it feels like a Mary Poppins bag where everything and the cat is coming out of there. So yeah.
And it's super lightweight.
Correct. It's super light, so it can hold tons of things.
Awesome. Are you a lady who likes to wear her bag like this, or on the crook of her arm, or hang hanging down?
That's me.
Okay,
That's me.
That's you.
It depends, really. I mean, if I'm busy in the mall and it's probably up here, but you know, I like a little model moment, and I love the bag down here. I love it so much.
Yeah. And then in terms of bag style, which is your preferred bag style? Do you have one, or does it depend on where you go?
I really love a tote. I love an oversized bag. I love a tote that can become a crossbody.
Yeah.
Because it just shows versatility. It changes during the day how I need to use this bag. So I think for some reason a tote is it's my favorite.
Okay. Maruki is such a lovely idea for a business and such an exciting proposition as well. And I particularly love that it's all about conscious styling, being mindful of what you have, and really exploring your own fashion sense. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so I'd say that you know, Maruki is very much a conscious movement towards less wanting to buy into every trend, and more around what is my style, what is the thing that I want to showcase, what is the story I'm telling. It's more about how do I take what I already have, make it better, you know, individualize it through certain stitching or adding something to, you know, to make your personal. I think I desperately want to bring out the creativity in people, to make them question, am I following a trend, or do I really love this? You know, so it is a call around consciousness about less buying into the fast fashion kind of thing. And I know it's a lot more accessible to many South Africans specifically, but I think Maruki calls you to ask yourself the question around the long-term effects of you doing certain things, you know, wearing certain things, how you're influencing people, etc. And I know that aligns very closely with your business model as well, is that if you're buying into luxury, you're making a very conscious decision.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So then, if people want to work with you and want to experience Maruki, how would that work?
So with Maruki, mostly at the moment I'm focused on styling. I mean, the long-term strategy is not to just be styling. I am on social media. You can find me on my personal profile on Rue Williams, and then on Maruki styling page as well. So it's just Maruki _.
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome. So we'll also add that for our viewers on screen as
Thank
well. And I'm really intrigued how you work with your clients then. Would that be one-on-one consultations? Would you go through the wardrobe, pieces that they already have, discuss how they can style them, how they can inject new life into them?
So I think it's very much around what it is you want to achieve. So when you come to me, we'll have a conversation. I'd love to get to know you better, understand your lifestyle. I think lifestyle is very important when it comes to wardrobe. And then whatever it is you need, whether it's a wardrobe audit or it's a please help me integrate this or this into my style, or what are the basics I need to make my wardrobe go further, whatever it is, I can help with those things. If it is that you need a lookbook to create certain things, because I've just recently realized that not everybody can see an item and see how they're going to style it or dress it. I thought it was maybe something everybody just
Your
knew.
superpower.
Yeah, but it seems that people sometimes just need a little bit of help when it comes to reimagining what's already in their wardrobe. And I can definitely do that.
That's fantastic, and that's something that we're exploring today as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so with that, let's look at a couple more pieces that you've chosen for us today.
Yes.
So we have these Gucci
Mules, yeah. I love these. I specifically love them because they are the collaboration between NY and Gucci. I love that the red, again, for me, a red thread in any outfit just makes it all come together really nicely. And then the backdrop of the black and the green as well. I love that. So I specifically wanted to pair it with this bag. This is the Balenciaga City bag. And I just think it looks so gorgeous together. There's a little bit of gold detailing in the Gucci logo over there. And then just for a fun effect, I thought it would be really lovely. with this Gucci hat.
I like it.
Yeah.
And the repetition of the colors as well.
Exactly. So from your feet to your head, it's well thought through, and I think it works together so well, so playfully. This is for a busy girl. This is for a girl who's just going out to chill. This is for anyone who wants comfort.
Yeah. And such an easy go-to, like style recipe almost that you can repeat on a Saturday where you don't know what to throw on and you're good to go.
Correct.
So then, what would be your base?
So I really love, if I'm styling, like, you know, a statement piece, is, I think I've mentioned it before, is my monochrome look. But this would look good with some jeans, a white tee, you know, really basic, really plain, because this is doing all of the talking. Yeah. So I think something very basic with this would go super well.
Fantastic. And now I want to go to brunch in this outfit.
Yeah, me too.
Ruthi, it's been such a pleasure having you over this afternoon, and thank you very much for styling our pieces. It's been really eye-opening and so inspiring, and I hope our viewers can take lots of inspiration away as well. Before we close, I have two questions for you. The first one is, I'm dying to know who your style icon is.
So I think I have more than one. There's a couple. But from the top of my head, I really love what the Olsen twins are doing. I love, for years, they've done this very bohemian, very, like, it looks low effort kind of style. But it's so beautiful and so feminine. I really love that. And then another one is probably Tracy Lee Ross. She is a woman who would try many things, and she's so playful with her wardrobe, and she does whatever she wants to. And that level of confidence is, I think, why I really love what she does with her wardrobe, because she'll do anything. It's just the confidence that, you know, brings it all together. Yeah.
And maybe that's also a good message for our viewers. It's the confidence that really let your style shine through.
Yeah, I mean, if you're uncomfortable in something, you can see it. If you're not sure of something, you can see it in how somebody is carrying themselves or wearing that thing. So it is a very important factor.
Awesome. And then last question for you today. Which is the easiest piece for you to style? Which one do you find the easiest?
As I said earlier, I think I usually would base my outfit on what shoes I'm wearing for the day.
Okay.
And then I go wild. So I'll choose my shoes and I'll be like, let's play around. And playing around in my wardrobe is probably my favorite thing to do for the day. It sets me up for the day, and my shoes are the thing that's anchoring me for the day. So shoes can make or break an outfit, and I think that's why it's probably my easiest thing to style.
Okay.
I think my most difficult thing is if a really difficult, intricate piece of jewelry.
Okay.
You know, maybe it's not that difficult, you need a good base, etc. But sometimes it's maybe hard to see how
you can add it and how it can work
together. Yes.
Yeah, I like that. I like that you're basing your outfit on your shoes.
Yeah. I often do that.
So with that, thank you so much, Ruthi, for
Thank
joining us
you.
today.
Thank you, ladies.
Absolute pleasure.
Thank you. I really appreciate this opportunity as well to showcase Maruki, and thank you for your time and allowing me to play with all of this amazing stuff you have here. Yeah,
absolutely. Thank you.